Cengage Learning is, one of the big three educational publishing houses. So Cengage had always had an office here in Boston. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense, Boston being a city with more colleges per capita than anywhere else in the world.
So our cloud environment, we've rolled out LogicMonitor across the dev and QA environments. We're also rolling it out in the footprint that we have in the data center, and that will enable us to have a good view into how the applications actually running on AWS instances. One of the big benefits of it is it was designed by operations people. It was designed by systems administrators, not by engineers. And coming from the ops side of the house, that means a lot to me because they're the ones who are in the front line, they're the ones who are dealing with the alerts.
We have so many different teams at Cengage, 1,200 engineers spread across 60-odd products. It becomes a way that we really can get everybody looking at the same kind of tooling and really put it into the hands of the developers, which is really a big deal for us.
Basically with LogicMonitor, you plug in an IP and suddenly you find out that you're getting an alert for a MySQL instance that's running on a web server that shouldn't even be there in the first place, so you're able to fix it. So I think it increases the efficiency of the team because you're spending less time configuring the monitoring, and you're actually getting alerted less. One of the biggest resource sucks in an operation team is people being woken up for stuff that could have been avoided with a little proactive check-in, and LogicMonitor makes that very simple to do. To me, as a DevOps manager, one of the key parts of DevOps is visibility, and LogicMonitor allows us to give that visibility. We instrument certain things like a combined graph of CPU across the systems in that particular platform. Because of LogicMonitor's fine-grained authentication scheme, we can allow them to modify the dashboard, we can allow them to manage their own instances, we can allow them to acknowledge alerts for that particular group of services. So it becomes a key tool of DevOps in terms of getting the developers to understand that this is how it's behaving. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to it when you're running, when you're running your unit tests, when you check in new code. Take a look at the dashboard, see what impact that code has had on the systems. One of the big scary things about the cloud from the standpoint of engineers is, how do we even know what we're getting? Amazon has these weird instance names, that don't mean anything. With LogicMonitor, we can say, you take a look at your dashboard, you can see exactly how the underlying systems are behaving. I've never actually found anything that it can't actually monitor as yet.
Looking at all the other offerings out there, LogicMonitor is by far the most cost-effective. I just don't think you can compete against something like LogicMonitor with that kind of price.